What's up, world? It's T. I'm gonna make a little short video to put on my YouTube channel. Thanks to everybody who listened to my rambling, my mumbo jumbo, my deep slur. You don't know if I'm African, Islander. I even had somebody tell me they thought I was from Honduras. They start speaking to me in Spanish, and I'm like, nah, man, I don't speak that. You know. But anywho, trying to be in good spirit. You know how I always start my little channels, my little videos, I'd be like, a lot is going on in the world. That is standard for me. So a lot's going on in the world. A lot of unnecessary shit is going on in the world. This is what I want to say, but I never say it. A lot of unnecessary shit that's happening in the world. And we just take it for granted, or we brush it off like a norm, or just like, fuck, it is what it is, type of thing. However, life is difficult only because we allow our oppressors to dictate our agenda. Now that's a big statement that I just said. Like, life is only difficult because we allow our oppressors to dictate our agenda, and we fear any consequences they will put on us, or we fear any psychological religious babble that they tell us that we have to endure for not following the rules, regulations, and guidelines of their system. See my shirt? Of their system that was designed to empower them, to keep them rich, to have a gap in finances, statuses, education, and so forth and so on. And so every day we abide to the standards of a system that doesn't have a place for us. No matter how successful we think we are, lawyers, doctors, teachers, you know, big houses, cars, money, at the nth degree on spirituality or religious, whatever. At the end of the day, when you look at it, we're following a standard and a guideline put on us by people, a people, a small group of people who mandate on how they think we should live. And their number one objective, in my opinion, is to destroy the family unit and the family structure that people had in the world. I mean, from our people, who the whole of the world is our home. Asians, Caucasians, Hispanics, like, they try so hard. Talking about this group of people destroy their family unit. You know, mom, dad, brother, sister, cousins. You remember how it used to be when you were young, when you had that bond with your cousins, and you go by your auntie house, and you had your crazy uncle, and you had your funny aunt, and then you had the cousin you ride or die with, you roll with, and stuff like that, and it was your family. Hey, mom and dad stuck it through, even though dad disappeared for 3 days on the weekend when he got paid. Dad was a drone. Or even if they had relationship problems and mom and dad was beefing for the sake of family, it overcame all of that. You know, it had its limit. You know, I'm not saying that it was like, you know, really deep stuff that made us break up as family, you know, when back in the day, but we don't have that family no more. Everybody got their own thing. Ain't nobody care about you. You don't care about them. And the sense of it takes a village to raise. You know how it go. It takes a village to raise. But how could that be in today's world when I don't even know my next door neighbor and they don't know me, and I don't care about their kids' well-being and they don't care about mine. The police see kids in the street, there's kids in the street, you go to the grocery store, and it's I don't know what you call this shit we live in. I try so hard to put my finger on it. This non-structural, depressing enslavement society we live in. And sometimes you have to try to be positive about this to see that what we in. But the only positive thing I can get from it is to step out of it. Because everything is so draining, and then all we think about in life is, hey, I'm getting older, I have to have fun. But what about the spiritual side? You know what I'm saying? Like, at one point in your life, you have to work on your spirituality and your connection to your creator, because when your flesh is gone, there's more to this than this. And if you're only concerned with that of which we can see in front of us and that of which we have limited knowledge of, but there's more in the world. And I'm not just talking about the physical world. I'm talking about when we leave this earth and we go to the higher realm. There's more. This is not the end for us who believe this is the end. It's not the end. I believe this is a determination realm, in the sense of how you are, your energy, how you deal with people, how you handle yourself physically, mentally. I believe that this helps determine the realm that you go to when you transition from here, in the sense of your energy. So if you're on a certain energy path, when you rise to the next realm, you will be on a realm that's on a higher level than the one that you were on. And so that's why it's good for us to link up and try to talk and be on the same level, because whatever level we go to after here, I want to be around some of the people, I say some of the people who I know in this realm. But if we're not on the same level, then I will never see you again. We being honest about stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like first class, second class, and I don't want to say it like that, but there's different levels and stages after this dimension. And if all we are is caught up into the well-being of our physical, how can we grow? To higher levels of consciousness? Now, and thank you. Now, it's kind of, I don't know, man. My mind's all over the place. We have to find a way to level ourselves. So we can see the clear horizon, the plain. And it's hard to grow when you're around people who are stagnated in stupidity, people who are stagnated in the mindset of the stagnated in the mindset of their oppressor. what our oppressor has taught us, and we never venture outside of that. There's a lot of stuff that we never, just to see, like, man, like, for instance, if somebody brought this up to me, I said, how come every time when we get together, I mean, people in general, the first thing we want to do is eat? Why don't we do an activity, then eat? Why we never go on spiritual retreats? I'm not talking about Bible study, of reading verses out the Quran or the Torah or the Injil. I'm not talking about none of that. Why we never go on a spiritual retreat and go out into nature and learn how to cleanse ourselves and cleanse our beings and our energy, and how to heal ourselves and how to work on our chakras? We don't pray, we don't meditate, we don't go for walks. We just know that times are tough and we have issues. We call and talk to people who don't even know how to deal with their own self. You know what I'm saying? We can't even deal with a person. We can't even call a person who's connected to the Creator and themselves to ask them, hey, can you give me some guidance? I'm feeling some type of way. Or if a person is feeling some type of way, we can't even feel that person hurt and pain. And if a person's fell on their feet and they're hurting in life, financially, physically, marriage, whatever, like, we don't even know how to work on that shit on a higher level. If you hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you. That's all we know. You understand what I'm saying? You talk behind my back, I'm gonna talk behind yours. Like, it's bigger than that. And you know, I had an incident last week where I confronted somebody because, as everybody knows, Khatib Shanor, I am not a confrontational guy. And it's not because I'm scared of people or scared of situations. It is sometimes, now I could be wrong, because this is how I just feel, you know. Sometimes I look at a situation and be like, this is gonna blow up to this. I see where this person's mind is. I understand the intellect, and I can see that they're defensive, or I can see they're the one who just want to use as a scapegoat, or I can see that a billion excuses coming. I can see anger and violence, and I can see a person putting themselves in a lower state of being for even starting the issue, and I can see myself putting myself in a lower state of being for even entertaining the issue. And sometimes I can see that the issue is just downright immature and stupid and childish, and it doesn't even deserve a nanosecond of energy. And I can see that I don't want to be frustrated. I don't want you frustrated. There's so much going on that the energy could be used for something else. And I'd be like, you know what? I'm bigger than this. Or I just walk away. Or I don't entertain it. Or I just think about it and be like, man, is this how I am with other people? The number one person who annoy you and get on your nerves and piss you off, you have to ask yourself, is this how you are to somebody else? Is the universe showing you a reflection of yourself? I mean, it's an honest, good question. I could be wrong. It's just my thought. My thoughts don't mean, much. It's a grain of sand. But like, why can't we overcome issues beyond fighting and arguing and blaming people? And why are we just living this life, and then we grow older, but not mature. We still have the same mindset as junior high school and high school and college, and we're still hanging around people who mind have not grown. Birds of a feather flock together. And I never really knew what that meant, but I believe that is true. You know? Like, I'm still getting angry over the same shit I used to get angry over in junior high school, but you're this age now. You know, or you still horn around like you did when you was in college, you know, and you this age now, you know? Are you still bitter and petty like you were when you were in your youthful age, or like you was last year, and the whole nother year is passing? You know? You were smoking Reggie last year, you smoking Reggie this year. You know, you have to take steps and grow and stuff. You know, you have to. And even the people around you, they have to go. They can't be the same person, people. Like your mind, if you're not growing, you're dying. The only way that you be doing the same thing is that you did last year is if you cook really good. And if you were cooking ass last year, I expect you to be cooking ass this year in the kitchen. That's about it. It is a generous statement. I'm not just talking to anybody. Just talking. So we have to grow. If you was reading the Bible this year, hey, go read the Torah. Go read the Quran. Go read some Buddhist, Hinduist text, or like I was saying was, hey, they gotta be growth in our life. Now, I'm not saying like this year you have a house with 3 bedrooms and 5 years later you have a house with 10 bedrooms. That's not a really good idea, I think. So what I'm trying to say is that we have to grow in a sense of, and I think to me growth, mentally and spiritually, and I hate to say the word spiritually, you know, but I'm just trying to make it understandable to those who are watching and make it come out easy, because I don't want to get all technical, because I'm not a technical guy and I'm not a great speaker, and I'm just flowing with what's on my mind. But I think growth spiritually, mentally, and emotionally is very important for your well-being in this life and the next. Now, finance is also good for growth. Finance won't get you to where you need to get in life, besides having physical stuff. And there's a duality in life. It's physical, there's a non-physical. And although you're surrounded by everything that's physical, we need to have some type of spiritual connection to our Creator, ourselves, the universe. Because as I was taught, when you're connected to your Creator, the Creator, and yourself and creation, if you're in harmony with that unit, and then life will flow. Because if you're part of the creation and you're connected to the Creator, then like they say, if the Creator is for you, then nothing can be against you. Even if somebody tries to do something wrong to you, it wouldn't work out, because Your creator has you wrapped up in his arms. Or like they say in the Islamic world, they plan and God plan. And God is the best of planners. So even if we plan something for ourselves that's not in line with us and our creator and our path in life, if the creator tuned in to your chapter, whatever you plan for yourself, that's not gonna happen, because his plan is better. So what I'm saying is to figure out what the plan is for our energy, for our beings, and how we can grow. We have to be in tune with creation and the creator, and we have to be around people who resonate the same frequency and energy as us or higher, so we can grow and strengthen ourselves. If not, you're always going to be at the same level of everything. Emotional, spiritually, and mentally. Can't keep thinking on the same level I did when I was in the 8th grade. I can't keep thinking on the same level I did when I was in the 12th grade. Can't keep on thinking the same way I did when I was 20. You know, this is where I'm coming from with this. Because evidently that didn't work out for a lot of people. You understand what I'm trying to say? Even your love for people has to grow stronger and stronger and stronger. And what breaks my heart is I hate to see a person in the same mental, spiritual, and emotional stage that they were their entire life. That like really does something to me, man, because I myself am not perfect, and I'm a type of person that check themselves a lot. I have talks with myself and be like, man, you know you fucked up. Man, you should have thought about this. You know, or hey man, you know you used to do this when you was this, man. Like, Kati, we need to grow up. Like, I have those little bitty talks to myself. I will beat myself up. My self-conscious is very loud, you know, and I try not to make the same mistake 4 times. Hey, 4 times. At least I say 4. I try not to make the same mistake. If I could catch myself the first time, or somebody could point it out to me, I'll try to work on it, give effort to it. And I believe that we have to do that. Like, some of us are annoying as fuck, and it's not cool. You know, it's cool to be annoying back then, at certain moments in life for the right reason, whatever that reason is. I have no idea. And I'm quite sure that I'm very annoying to some people too. However, it should not be a life goal to be annoying. I know you don't read, but we have to start reading better things, watching better shows that, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't just be the same no more. Even with your sex life, hey, if you're eating it for 10, you got to work your way to 15. Hey, if you're sucking it for 10, you got to work it to 25. Well, hell, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just trying to be wide open with everything. That we should always be growing. But the number one goal is to please have it with your creator and yourself. The a connection with your creator and yourself is the strength that you need to have a connection with your family. And if anybody that's against the growth of family, they're an enemy of you. I don't care how close them niggas is to you, man. If a nigga is stepping toes on the peace in your family, they out of there. Because family is the structure. You know, it is the glue. I didn't grow up in the best of family, but my family, hey, we have our moments, but we are, you know, we're a really good family. You know, my grandmama did a good job. My mom, you know, a lot of stuff they didn't have knowledge of, you know, that we now have knowledge of. So we have to step up their game because they was limited with their knowledge and resources. And they was under the whooping lashes of an oppressor as much as we are. But we probably even more, you know. Well, they were more physical. Well, man, it's about what and what. But we have more knowledge and resources now, you know, to be better parents, better husbands, better wives. Better friends. There's no reason why a friend should be pushing you to do anything wrong. I don't care how close you are to them niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what the situation is, because it's not about the physical too, it's about your soul. So I don't want to push you to do nothing wrong that jeopardize your soul, man. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, nigga done fucked over you, your lady done fucked over you, or whatever, whoever. But I shouldn't advise you to do anything that's gonna jeopardize your soul, even though it may be fun and you only live once or whatever, how you said. But I should never jeopardize your soul and your connection with your creator. And if a friend or a family member or whoever don't have that connection with their creator or don't understand that, if they coming to you with some shit, then you gotta cut them. Because I can't let you jeopardize my connection with my creator for a moment. And I have learned that the hard way in life. And I can't let you jeopardize a connection with my wife and my children, because your opinion on this matter is this. Instead of telling me to go talk to my creator and meditate and find peace with myself, with the situation, and ask for resolutions and answers through my creator, you're giving me some worldly advice that now I didn't took that advice and I applied it to my situation, and now I'm distant from my creator. And now I have put a speck on my soul and my heart, because I said and did this when I should have prayed and meditated and seek advice from a person who can give me real good input. And the input is words that won't affect or jeopardize my soul and my heart and my status with my creator and creation. I don't know if this makes sense to you or not, but it does to me, and I guess that's what really counts. But I'm just, like, a lot of people think that of me, that I'm very soft, I'm timid, you know, I don't speak a lot, I avoid confrontation, and I'm just whatever. But I'm not tooting my own horn, but I am a very intellectual person, and I have a really good connection with my creator, the universe, nature, and with myself. And I have a really good connection with our ancestors. I'm not a stupid individual. I'm not lame, I'm not square. Very intellectual. And I hide a lot of that stuff. I do. I used to write a lot, but I've toned down writing because, you know, I got to the point of why nobody even interested in half of the stuff that I write. If it's not garbage and gibberish and drama, half of the people don't even read my work. And most people feel uncomfortable around me because they think that I think that I'm better than them, which I don't. I'm probably worse off than everybody who's watching this video, you know. But I have a gift from my creator of writing, and I love writing. It's my passion. Oh my God, do I love writing. I miss it. I'm not reading anything in a long, long time. Anything inspirational or inspiring, you know, I haven't did that. And so I asked myself, so who are you writing for? Are you writing for people? Are you writing for yourself? Or are you writing because that's what you said this is supposed to do? Are you looking for the naysayers and the yaysayers critique to read your work? And I was. Because every artist wants feedback from somebody else so they can perfect their craft. You know, it inspires them, but you know, I've learned that people don't perfect that the connection to your creator does. And I've sat back and read some of my old writings from years and years and years ago to compare it to stuff that I've written later on in life, and like the maturity is just different, the content is different, the structure is different, and I say, wow, my creator has grew my craft. It has matured. And so I say, man, and how did that happen? Through going through all the life changes that I've been through. And so I'm going to write again because it's just something that I should do. And if I happen to share it, it's because I want to share it with you. Yeah, but I know I ramble all over the place, you know, in this video. It's just random thoughts. But I do want everybody to, like, make peace with their family. Your kids, your sisters, your brothers, your nieces, your nephews, your cousins, your uncles, your aunts, friends, and try to mature together. Like, you don't have to be fools all the time. You know, you could be intellectual people, have intellectual conversations, do intellectual activities. You know, do something that's good for your heart, your soul. Do some nice physical activities. You know, it's good for your body. You know, exercising, walking, jogging, boxing. You know, and then, you know, like, get that family vibe back again. You know, go eat by one person's house this Sunday, the other person's house next Sunday, or Saturday, or on Juma, or whatever. You know, this family movie night, or know who your neighbor is. Like, just get that back. You know, and try not to leech on so much to the norms of this world. Because let me tell you, if you keep following this shit here, when you close your eyes, you're going to be mad. You're going to be mad. That's all I'm going to tell you. You don't want to die in this world. Hey, you don't want to exit this world with the mindset you got now. And I'm talking about even for me. I'm asking all of you, please raise the bar on your spirituality, your mental, your emotional. I'm telling you, you're gonna be disappointed. I know, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I'm talking to myself. You're gonna be pissed off. You're gonna regret it because all we worried about now, all we worried about is all the physical things that we can grab before we exit the dungeon. You know, it's a burning castle with riches, and we trying to figure out what we can grab. Man, that shit ain't worth nothing on the next level. You heard me? The richest motherfucker in the world, your money ain't worth a fucking penny when you exit this mud. Yeah, I want all of you to read Alexander Last Wishes. You know Alexander the Great. He had his last 3 dying wishes. I want you to Google it and find it and read it. It's my homework. But I'm just asking all of us, myself, you all, let's grow. Let's better ourselves. Let's make better connections. Let's repair bad connections. And stop hanging around people that's still in 1978, man, and it's 2020. And as an end note, this is an extra that I came back to for this video. I want to say is watch out, because there are people out here trying to get your soul cut up. Get your soul caught up. Yeah, that's what I said. Certain situations, circumstances, factors in your life, you're like, man, why the fuck this happened to me? It's because that individual is trying to pull your energy to a lower level so you can resonate at a high frequency to get the vibration and energy you need to grow. And so there are people who will come into your circle, into your life, and they will suck the fucking energy from your soul. So you always will be attracted to negative situations, energy, never no growth, never a spiritual breakthrough in your life, no eye openings, no third eye openings. You never ever experience that shit hanging around certain individuals or entertaining certain situations. And I don't care how dear it may be sometimes. Sometimes some shit could be so like, man, I gotta say something or do something. And that one instant could be you dropping a few decibels or however how they measure energy. You can make yourself fall to a bad level. So what I'm saying is, be careful. Certain situations, I advise you to walk away from, even though you gotta say something sometimes. I suggest to go meditate on it, to go pray, talk to the Creator, and whatever He put in your heart, that's how you deal with it. But just don't jump into no shit, man. I'm telling you. Because you don't want to close your eyes exiting this motherfucking world. On the level you are on right now. And I'm not just talking about you, I'm talking to me too. Have a good day.